After nearly 6 months of living with the Realme GT6, it's clear that this phone is a bit of a mixed bag. There's no denying it's a powerhouse, but just like any long-term relationships, the quirks start standing out over time. Let me break it down to you, but before I dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button to support all the effort that goes into the creating of these videos. So the GT6 still feels premium with its smooth matte silver finish and glossy stripe across the back. That stripe, however, is a total smudge magnet, picking up fingerprints and smears. While the phone does come with a case, the glossy stripe and camera module remain exposed, so it doesn't do much to improve the situation. At 8.6mm thick, it's not the slimmest phone out there, but the curved edges make it feel really comfortable in the hand. The camera bump has some heft, and while functional, it lacks any unique flair. Phones like the Realme 13 Pro Plus still manage to look sleeker despite being lower in the lineup. This 6.78-inch 1.5K LTPO AMOLED panel is undoubtedly one of the highlights. Colors are vibrant, HDR content pops, and the 120Hz refresh rate makes every interaction buttery smooth. The bezels are razor thin and the chin is barely there, giving you an edge-to-edge experience. Realme claims a peak brightness of 6000 nits, which, let's be real, is more about marketing than practical use. In actual use, it's capped at 1600 nits in high brightness mode, which is still plenty bright for outdoor usage. The optical fingerprint scanner is also fast and reliable, and the stereo speakers are great for binging content or casual gaming. The Snapdragon 8's Gen 3 chipset powering the Realme GT6 is as fast as it was on day one. From demanding games to multitasking with dozens of apps, this phone consistently delivers a smooth and responsive experience. Playing graphics-intensive games like Call of Duty at 120 FPS continues to feel satisfying with no stutters or frame drops. However, one long-term observation is its thermal management. While the GT6 performs well in short bursts, extended gaming sessions often lead to noticeable heat buildup, making the phone somewhat uncomfortable to hold. Over time, this hasn't worsened, but hasn't improved either. Realme's updates have helped slightly with optimization, but its heat generation remains an issue. Interestingly, while it scores over 14 lakh on Antutu, it falls slightly behind its more affordable sibling, the GT60, which is powered by the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3. On the software front, our review unit is still running Realme UI 5.0 based on Android 14. While Realme has announced the early access rollout of Realme UI 6.0 powered by Android 15 beta in India, we yet to receive it on our device despite repeated attempts to check for updates. As it stands, the Realme UI 5.0 delivers a smooth and feature-packed experience, but it's not perfect. Bloatware remains an issue, and the relentless app market notifications can be downright annoying. Thankfully, a significant amount of the pre-installed apps can be uninstalled, though it does take some effort. On the bright side, features like the AI eraser in the Photos app are genuinely useful, even if they rely on an internet connection to work. Realme's commitment to software updates isn't too bad either. 3 years of major OS updates and an additional year of security patches. This means if you buy the device today, you're set to receive updates up to Android 17 until 2027 and security support until 2028. Using the cameras over a longer period has reinforced my initial impressions. The 50-megapixel Sony LYT-808 main sensor pulls its weight in most scenarios. Photos come out sharp and detailed with natural colors and solid dynamic range. Low light performance is commendable, though extreme contrast can trip it up. The 50-megapixel telephoto lens with 2x zoom is a welcome addition, but the lack of OIS is noticeable. Indoor portraits often struggle with blur, and edge detection can be hit or miss. Outdoors though, it shines with accurate skin tones and pleasing bokeh effects. The 8MP ultra-wide is fine for casual shots, but doesn't bring anything groundbreaking. On the video front, the GT6 impresses with 4K 60fps recording from the main and telephoto lenses, offering detailed and stable footage. The 5500 mAh battery consistently delivers, comfortably lasting a full day with mixed use and consistently delivering over 8 hours of screen on time. What spoiled me though is the 120 watt fast charging. Going from 0 to 100% in just 30 minutes has been a lifesaver, especially on busy days. The charge is included in the box, which feels like a rare treat these days. Overall, the Realme GT6 remains a capable performer. Priced at Rs 40,999 on Flipkart at the time of making this video, it offers a solid combination of performance, display quality and fast charging. That said, the competition in this price range is fierce. The Poco F6 offers comparable power and the Realme GT60 provides much of the same experience for less money. Still, for those who want a reliable all-rounder with flagship touches, the GT6 holds its ground.